The Intermediate Experimental Vehicle is a European Space Agency experimental re-entry vehicle intended to validate European reusable launches which could be evaluated in the frame of the FLPP program. The IXV development would be carried out under the leadership of the NGL Prime SpA company. It would inherit of the principles of previous studies such as CNES Pre-X and ESA's AREV. Design: IXV uses a lifting body arrangement with no wings of any sort, using two movable flaps for re-entry flight control. Re-entry is accomplished in a nose-high attitude like the Space Shuttle, with maneuvering accomplished by rolling out of plane and then lifting in that direction, like an aircraft. Landing is accomplished by parachutes ejected through the top of the vehicle. The airframe is based on a traditional hot structure-cold structure arrangement, and is supported on orbit by a separate maneuvering and support module similar to the resource module intended for the Hermes. The avionics are controlled by a Leon 2-foot microprocessor, and interconnected by a MILS TD1553B serial bus. On December 18, 2009, ESA announced a contract with Thales Alenia Space valued at €39.4 million to cover 18 months of preliminary IXV work. Initially scheduled to make its first orbiting flight in 2013, the current plans are to launch the IXV during October 2014 by a Vega rocket, the ESA Euro-1 registered trademark as new small launcher, descending to the Pacific Ocean for later recovery and analysis of the recorded mission data. The total estimated cost for the project is €150 million. Specifications, data from ESA, space.com, Gunter's space page, general characteristics, crew, none, capacity, none, length, 5 am, wingspan, 2.2 am, height, 1.5 am, empty weight, 480 kg, loaded weight, 1,900 kg with propulsion module, power, batteries, performance, maximum speed, 7,700 meters per second 17,224 miles per hour. Range, 7,500 km, max altitude, 450 km suborbital flight. Pre-launch testing, the IXV subsonic parachute system was tested at the Yuma Proving Ground in Arizona in late 2012. Water impact tests were conducted at Consiglio Nazionale delle Ricerche and CN Research Tank near Rome. On June 21, 2013 an IXV test vehicle was dropped from an altitude of 3 km in the Salto di Quirra range off Sardinia. The test was to validate the water landing system including the subsonic parachute, flotation balloons, and beacon deployment. A small anomaly was encountered when inflating the balloons, but the other systems performed as expected. After the test the vehicle was taken for further analysis. On June 23, 2014 the recovery ship Nose Ares conducted a training exercise with an IXV test article off the coast of Tuscany. In June 2014 the IXV test vehicle arrived at the ESTEC Technical Center in Newudwig, the Netherlands, to undergo a rigorous test campaign to confirm its flight readiness in anticipation of a flight on a Vega rocket in November. See also, Atmospheric Re-entry Demonstrator, Boeing X-37, a U.S. unmanned reusable spaceplane, Hopper, an earlier ESA project, which also proposed a reusable spaceplane, Italian Aerospace Research Center. References. Further reading, Giorgio Tumino, Yves Gerard. IXV, the Intermediate Experimental Vehicle. ESA Bulletin, 62 €67 Giorgio Tumino, Enrico Angelino, Frederick Leela, Roberto Angelini, Patrice Platard, Joseph Sommer. The IXV project, the ESA re-entry system and technologies demonstrator paving the way to European autonomous space transportation and exploration endeavors. 3rd FLPP Industrial Workshop. European Space Agency. IAC 08D 2.6.01 Paolo Baiocca. Pre-X Experimental Re-entry Lifting Body, Design of Flight Test Experiments for Critical Aerothermal Phenomena. RTONAVT 130 Euroflight Experiments for Hypersonic Vehicle Development. NATO Research and Technology Organization PPA 11 a Euro 1 a Euro 11 a Euro 18. ISBN A978-92-837-0079-1. Paolo Baiocca, Sylvain Gdran, Patrice Platard, Jacques Moulin. The Pre-X Atmospheric Reentry Experimental Lifting Body, Program Status and Systems Synthesis. Proceedings of the 57th IAF Congress. International Astronautical Congress PPA 459 Euro 474 doi, 10.1016/J Astro. 2007.01.053 T. Goyen, D. Nabe, F. Tarfeld, A. Garwan Kortelan, M. Dormer, P. Benetti, T. Woluszk. Experimental investigation of the influence of the flow structure on the aerodynamic coefficients of the IXV vehicle. Shock Waves 21, 253 Euro 266. Bibcode, 2011 WAV 21253 G doi, 10.1007 per second 00193-011-0326 wire, external links, ESA Reentry Technologies page, IXV, Learning to Come Back from Space, ESA Television, IXV Video News Release VNR, ESA Euro Unregistered Trademark S Intermediate Experimental Vehicle, ESA Multimedia Gallery, ESA Euro Unregistered Trademark SIXV Reentry Vehicle Mission, ESA Online Videos, ESA Euronews, Splashdown a Euro The Reentry Test. Video on YouTube, CNES Reusable Atmospheric Reentry Vehicle, PREX.